Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think it says it's recording. Okay, how's everybody doing? Do you need to like get up and do a little stretch? Or are we all good? Okay, I will share my screen and talk to you about objections. And let me figure out how to do this. Share screen. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen? How's that look? Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm sure if you have sent out invites, then you have had somebody come back at you with an objection. So that's something we want to help you guys work through. So we're going to talk about what to do when your conversation just gets stuck. I need to move this little bar of my, oh, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so if you get an objection during a conversation with a potential customer, potential coach, don't think that that is simply just the end of the road. Most of the time, they just need more information, clarification, or to see things in a new light. And before you cross them off your list, just take a different approach and continue to build that relationship with them and establish trust. So even like Natalie said earlier, people that maybe your no's and your objections, you know, 1 year come back at you the next and are like, okay, I'm ready to join. So even if you have those objections that don't turn into customers at the time, continue to build those relationships and like I said, establish trust with them because you never know when they will come back around. Okay, so first things first, validate. I think this is so important because we are building relationships. And I think for all of us that are here, we have joined this because it's something we want to share with other people. And so go back to, you want to share this because you are passionate about it and you are building relationships with other people. So validate their concerns. And you like right before you're going to jump into answering questions to, you know, crossing them off your list, just go ahead and say you understand. And I'm sure that some of you signing up had an objection in the beginning as well. So use yourself. If you had that financial objection, say, you know, respond with, you understand that it is a cost. You felt the same way. So the objection I used here was, I'm so busy, I just don't know if I can fit it into my schedule. Well, validate that. Yes, I totally understand life can be so crazy. That's how I felt when I was first thinking of joining too. And then you remind them that your job as your coach is to help you figure out which program will work into their busy life, and you get to help them do that. So that would be a way that I would tackle that objection, but validate their concerns. So validate that they are financially, you know, they're wondering if it will work. They don't know if they have time. They don't know if they'll like it. They don't, you know, validate all those things and then move on to answering as the next step. So using clarifying messages, and let me know if I'm going too fast. And you guys, if you need to go back and see these, or you can take screenshots or come back to the recording as well.
I'm also, sorry not to interrupt, I'm also writing down everybody's questions in the chat that we didn't get a chance to answer. And then I'm going to like kind of post and answer those questions at a later time, either in the takeover.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so clarifying messages. Help clear up their concerns and help potential customers understand what you're offering with clarifying messages and asking them questions. So I think, you know, it's not natural to all of a sudden just ask them a question when they come at you and they're like, I don't know that I can afford it. The first response for me naturally wouldn't be to ask them a question about why they can't afford it. But you don't have to say it like that. And we'll get into that one later, but just asking them questions. And again, by asking them a question, you're developing a relationship with them. So Here's some examples. I'm not sure this is for me. Your response could be, help me understand why you don't think this is for you. What kind of program do you think would work well? Or what kind of activity or exercise do you usually enjoy? And think about who you're talking to. Did you reach out to this person? Did they reach out to you? Because a lot of times you will have people that will initially reach out to you and you're talking, and then all of a sudden they come at you with an objection and you're thinking in your head, wait, you reached out to me. But even still, ask them, what do you enjoy? What, why don't you think this could work for you? And again, continue the conversation. Everything here, when we're talking with potential customers and coaches, we want to be a back and forth. You never want it to be that you've spit so much information at them, there's nothing to go from there, So another one is, I'm just not a shake person. I've tried those before and they just aren't for me. Your response could be, you're validating. I thought the same thing at first. I tried some different flavors and found my favorite. Now it really helps me keep my nutrition on track. I'm confident that we can find a combination that you'll enjoy. What flavor appeals to you most? So you're validating, you're telling them, from your own experience, what went on and the value in it now. The value in it now is that it keeps your nutrition on track. And then the fact that we have different flavors that they can try. And you can always throw in the 30-day money back guarantee, which we'll get into in a little bit too. Another one is, I just don't think I can do what you do. Those workouts look intense. And then your response is, we have programs for all levels of fitness. I promise that we can find one that'll work for you. As your coach, that's what I'm here for. And then your question, your clarifying question. What kind of program do you think you'd be most comfortable with? And then the last one, your objection is, every time I've tried this sort of thing, it didn't work for me. And then you could say to them, well, I would never want that to happen. Of course, you're showing your concern. What hasn't worked for you in the past? And why didn't it work? And then those are your clarifying questions. So think of it as you're using these clarifying questions to gather more information about this person so that you can better help them in their journey. You can help enlighten them into how this can be different for them, the value that we have here, and how you can support them in this new journey. So that's the benefit to asking questions. So financial objections. I know we get this all the time. So your objection is, I just can't afford it. Your response can be, and I did this a couple of times just to give you different responses that you can share. I understand that it is an investment. So you're validating. The only way you're going to feel comfortable about investing is if you feel confident that you're going to get out of it greater value than you put in. What would you need from me as your coach and Beachbody so you could know if the value is there? So for example then they might say to you, I don't know, like if the workouts are actually worth it. And then you can say, I'd be happy to send you a sample workout. Or a few sample workouts that you can try. Maybe they're going to say, I'd rather try their products first before jumping in and buying a whole month's supply. If you have Shakeology, Energize and Recover, whatever you have on hand. And if you don't, I got you, girl. I got plenty to share. You can say, I would love to send you some samples of the Shakeology or Energize and Recover, and to help you see why I love it so much. Okay, I just can't afford it. Oh, go ahead.
Can I jump in really quick, Emily? So as a new coach too, I did this a lot where I was like, oh, we have a 14-day free trial. And I was making that mistake of sending that to people to sign up for the free trial. But the issue with free trials, and I'm sure everybody can agree with this, anytime you sign up for a free trial, you forget to cancel it, right? And it charges you. So it's going to charge them, I think, $39.95 for 3 months.
Yep.
Okay. Stay away from sending the free trials because we literally have a sample workout for almost every single program. So they can sample every single program before they buy. And that post Tara put in our Team Cup Takeover as well. So when they say, they want to try it out, they invest, at least with the programs, send them. I get an idea of like what they're looking for, and hey, I think maybe these couple would be a good start for you. Take a look at those. Sorry, I just want to interject.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. You can send them more than one and ask them what kind of workouts they like, and, then send a few samples based off of what their needs and wants are. Okay, another one. I just can't afford it. I understand that it seems like a big investment right off the bat, but if you break it down, it is really the most cost-effective, affordable way to take care of your health and fitness and take it into your own hands. And you can explain to them from here that there's no monthly payments unless they decide to reorder products, and there's no requirement of that to be in our groups. We're going to keep everybody, and regardless of if you're ordering monthly or not. So when you break it down for them and you tell them, I will tell people it breaks down to $13 a month. Like right now it's less than that because of our promo codes. So you can find a package that is less than $13 a month, and you would be hard pressed to find a gym membership that's going to be less than that monthly. And who wants to go to a gym right now? Not me. So there's another way, break it down for them. And then another one, I just can't afford it. Your response can be, I totally understand. It is an investment up front, but that investment is in you. What made me want to give it a try was the 30-day money back guarantee. And I knew if I didn't like it, I could always get my money back after 30 days. And then I would say, well, no, actually in 21 days, when I finished my first program, I knew it was worth it. Does the money back guarantee change anything for you? So again, you're validating, you're giving them, you're reminding them the value and what, a different option is, and you're showing them your experience. So I would say, like, literally after 21 days of 21 Day Fix, I knew it was worth it because of the way I felt. And then you're asking them a question because you want to prompt them having to respond to you to develop that, back and forth conversation and that relationship. So does it change anything for you? And then with all of the financial objections, make sure you go back to sharing the value in what they're getting. Oftentimes the customers just need it broken down even more. And then I feel like when they can see what they're getting, they are more likely to invest in themselves because they know it's worth it. So don't be afraid to tell them again what they're getting, that you're going to get in this challenge package. You're going to get, workouts for a year, your nutrition for a month, your, 2 nutrition programs. Break it down for them and show them the value. Obviously, not everybody is going to be able to afford it right now. And if that's the case, then you can always tell people, great, I totally understand. I will check back in with you, in this amount of time, whatever you want it to be, and see if, in a month, it's not a better time financially for them. Another one is time commitment. Who's heard this one? I'm sure you guys have heard this one. Example 1, your objection. I don't want to overcommit myself. My response could be, wow, sounds like you're busy. What would be the right balance, or what would the right balance look like for you? So again, validating and asking a question. And then you can go into helping them figure out that balance. So once they tell you, oh, well, this would be the right balance for me, you can literally show them how they can make these workouts fit into that busy, overcommitted life and balance it out. Also, someone that says they don't want to overcommit themselves, I would ask them, are you taking time for you? Are you, are you putting your health as a priority? Asking questions kind of like that. And obviously too, as well, it depends on it, if this person has reached out to me or if I've reached out to this person. If this person has reached out to me because they're interested in joining and then they say, I don't want to overcommit myself, I would go into probing more of, okay, well, then what made you want to reach out to me? Because you obviously see that need is there, for this, and I can help you fit this into your life, your busyness, your busy schedule. And I can help you balance it. That's my job as a coach. Example 2, I'm so busy, I just don't have time for myself. And then your response could be, tell me more about what's going on. What makes it so hectic for you? I would love to help you figure out how to make time for you. So again, it's the time commitment thing is kind of, both of these are kind of similar, but just helping people see that you are there as a coach to help them figure out how to do this. They don't have to have all the answers. That's the beauty of having a coach is we get to show you how we do it and show and come up with a plan with you to fit this into your life. Okay, so other methods of tackling objections. I don't know, all I know is. So what that means is they come at you with this like crazy, like, well, what about this and that? And I've heard this and that, or I'm not sure about that. And you're like, I don't know how to answer this. You can say, well, I don't know about that, but all I know is like, or, you know, if they're coming at you with the money, you can say, all I know is I wouldn't let money be something that stops me. I have a few people enrolling as a coach and making a list of friends that they can invite with them into our next challenge. And like we invite their list of people, and it only takes 3 or 4 people saying yes, and they can earn enough money to cover the cost of their own challenge package. So essentially you're kind of enlightening them to the world of coaching. What you're helping them see how they can afford to do this if money is their objection. And then, you know, does that sound like something you may want to try? It can't hurt, right? Otherwise, I can always put you on the list for my next challenge group. What do you think? So, and you can also use the I don't know about that. All I know is like if it's another objection, like time, whatever that may be, you can say, I don't know about that. But what I know is that I'm able to do it this way, and I can fit it in my life in this way, and show them how you do it. And then the feel, felt, found. So you want to, you know, validate. I understand how you feel, and investing in anything new can be a big decision. And then this one's kind of similar. You use it as like an example. And you say, like, my friend so-and-so felt the same way. She didn't know how she could pay for it until she found out she could enroll as a coach and earn money by helping some of her friends take the challenge with her. Again, we invited 10 to 15 of her friends, and with 3 or 4 joining, she was able to make enough money to cover her own challenge package. It sounds like you really want to do this and are just hesitant because of the money. Why don't we do what I did with so-and-so and help you earn enough money so you don't have to worry? Sound like a plan? You know, who do you know that might be interested? So you're letting them know that you feel what they're feeling. You are showing them how you've done it before and how you've made it work, and you found this solution, and you found a solution to what might be holding them up. So lastly, when you are trying to overcome objections, just remember that the key is to respond with a question to get more clarification. So if you have an objection, don't just respond without truly understanding the real issue. That's why we ask questions. You want to really know what's going on with this person. So when you ask a question for clarification, it shows that you really care and that you're sincere and that you want to offer this person the right solution for them specifically. So always remember that your intent counts more than your technique. And the more you do this, the more comfortable you get with it, the more you help people succeed, the more likely it is that you will succeed. And so choose and deliver your words with good intention, and let your technique develop over time through experience. You don't have to have this right the first time. You'll probably stumble through it. Sometimes we fumble over our words. And I think you've probably heard this before. This business is learn as you go. So don't be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid. You're gonna learn from each, and you're gonna take from that conversation and be like, well, not doing that one again. Not gonna say that next time. But I think what I love about this is that your intention counts the most. So approach people with care, and let them know that you really do want what's best for them. Again, at the bottom, it says people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think that's so true. people want to know that they're not just going to be another sale for you, that you're actually going to be there to help them, that you actually want to find what's best for them, not just like the one size fits all. And that's what you're giving them because that's like what's on sale or what is, you know, the current best thing. Like, so I tell people, I want to get the right package for you. I want to get you signed up in the best way that you're going to succeed in reaching your goals. So I think overall, just be mindful of approaching people with care. And then these are some of the objections that you guys put in our Team Cup Takeover page. So that I just can't afford it. We definitely covered that a lot. So you can give them the option of, you know, inviting a couple of friends. You don't even have to bring up, like, you don't even have to say the word coach yet. You can just say, hey, do you have a few friends that might want to join you in this? If you do, we can get you, we can invite your friends to join us and you get $50 for a referral fee for having them join. And then you, once, you know, if they're like, yeah, I do, okay, let's do this. Then you would say, okay, well, we'll sign you up as a coach and we're going to invite your friends to join. And when they do, you get the commission off of that sale. So you can offer them that. You can, you know, break it down to ask more questions. Ask, you know, if they came to you and they really need this, you know, help them find a way to make it work. If bottom line, they're just like, nope, I can't afford it, it's not the right time, I would say, then if you know, are interested in having your friends join you, I will reach back out to you in, you know, a month or two and see how you're doing, you know, financially and how you could make this work for you. A lot of times for people that have objections to Shakeology and how expensive it is, I let them know that I put that into my grocery budget when I was first starting and I wasn't getting Shakeology covered by my coaching. I put it in my grocery budget because I was either going to spend money at the grocery store on food or I was going to spend it on my shake. And you break it down, it's $4 a day. So I would share with people, it's $4 a day for my shake. And I'm pretty sure that you can't even buy a $4 drink at Starbucks anymore. And I'm getting a whole heck of a lot more, you know, out of my Shakeology. So I budget that into my grocery bill for the month and make it happen. I can't spend that kind of money. We've kind of covered that. That I have health issues, that was one. I would always refer people back to their doctor and what their doctor says, like what kind of level of activity they can do. And I would ask them more about what is their specific health issue, what, you know, physically stops them from doing a program, to see if there is something that that you can help them with. If it's like they need a low impact, you know, exercise, you can tell them, well, we have Bar Blend where you literally, it's low impact, high intensity. So you'd still be getting a great workout, but your knee issue will be okay. And then I, again, would also tell people there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try this and your health issues don't, you can't handle it, it doesn't do well with your body, you can get your money back in 30 days. This was one that you guys heard, was I'm kind of lazy when doing exercises. I work long hours and just want to relax when I get home. And so I would ask, you know, like, did this person reach out to you or are you reaching out to this person? But either way, I would tell them that trying something new can honestly make you not want to be lazy in your exercises anymore. And that we have so many fun, different programs that makes exercising fun and exciting and engaging, and something that you'll look forward to doing. And when you just go ahead and figure out how to make this fit into your routine and your schedule, it will become a lifestyle for you and natural for you to, you know, work out before you go to work or make you want to come home and work out. And that's what our accountability group is for, is to help you stay on track when you're feeling lazy. And then how do you find the time? I work full time and have my kids at home. And it's not finding the time, it's making the time. And I think if they're asking you that kind of question, you can be super upfront and you can say, some days I have to get up early and do it before my kids get up. I do it at nap time. I do it, whenever, at night after they've gone to sleep. Show them how you do it. That's, so many of the faces that I'm looking at right now, I know you guys work full time and you make it work. So I would share with them how you find the time. And if they're asking that question, you can be super honest and say, if you really want to find the time, you will make the time. And ask them about their goals. Ask them another question. What are your goals? What do you want out of this? If you want to live a healthy life, you have to carve out time for you. You have to. And then that's just not my thing. I would ask them, what is your thing? A lot of times people don't know all the different options that we have. They don't know that we have a bar blend program or a boxing program or, like Amwala's kick-ass badass program, they just think P90X and Shanti. A lot of times when you tell people, like, have you ever heard of Beachbody? That's exactly what they'll throw at you. So I would say, ask them what is their thing, and then show them what other options we have. I don't like home workouts. I would ask them if they've ever tried a whole program, if they've ever picked a whole program from the Beachbody library and tried it start to finish. And then there are people that just don't like home workouts, but I think a lot of times when people don't like home workouts, they've just tried like YouTube videos and random exercises here and there. If they have tried Beachbody before, I would let them know that we have new programs coming out. And the way that it used to be is you repeated the same same workouts, for weeks at a time. And now every workout is different. Like, our library is still expanding. And ask them if they would be willing to give a sample workout of one of our newer programs a shot and see what they think. I can't motivate myself enough. That one is simple. That's why you have a coach. That's why we have this accountability. That's why our group is here. And so I would let them know that, yeah, you totally get what they're saying. And oftentimes that is the hardest part for people. But if they've never tried out our accountability group, then that's where it's at. And their mind is about to, get exploded when they understand how awesome it is to have accountability and be motivated by a group of women who are doing the same thing and want you to reach your goals. So that one, I would seriously just hone in on how awesome our accountability is. Number 9, doing Plexus or some other kind of drink and company like that. I would ask them what kind of workouts are they doing, because I'm pretty sure Plexus doesn't offer workouts. So ask them what they're doing for their fitness, and ask them, if they'd be interested in a sample workout. I'd go around that route. I don't support MLMs. I would say you might have to cut your losses with this person. No, I would ask them why. I would ask them, why don't you support MLMs? Essentially what it is it's, your personal small business. So I would ask them why and shed light on what you do in your MLM and how this is more than just a business for us. This is our community. This is our passion this is our outlet. This is how we connect and establish relationships with women that we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Show them.
Personally, can I say something?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm pretty sure Kelsey actually was one of them who wasn't into, see your little head nod already. She was super against MLMs, and I'm like, no, you actually have to do the work. Like, you have to do the work. Lexi Keller, I'm calling her out too. Too bad she's not on here. She's like, you're just going to make money. That's all it is. It's just a chain of money, money, money. Like, so I'm like, Lexi, like, it's not a pill you take and lose 10 pounds a week. It's not, here, do this for a week and you're going to lose 50 pounds. No, like, you get what you put into it. Okay, you may think it's an MLM, but going to the gym, all you're doing is supporting a franchise business that's got millions and millions of dollars that doesn't give a shit if your progress.
Yeah,
like,
totally. Exactly.
I guess, like, that was one way I put it. And look at Kelsey. She gave MLM supposedly a chance, and now she's over here like doing 4 freaking workouts a day.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I think it's just shedding light. Most people, MLMs have this negative connotation attached to them, this pyramid scheme. So I think it's just showing them what it is. I would even share with people results from yourself, your other challengers, your other customers, other coaches, and show them like, this isn't just an MLM. This isn't just a business for me. I get to help these women transform. And so I would be very unapologetic about that for sure. I've done it before and don't want to join again.
Emily, didn't I reach out to you when I had somebody, like, didn't you see a comment on my Facebook about someone giving me hell and back about, oh, you're just doing an MLM? And I'm pretty sure it was you and Hannah on the call with me that were like, don't let because I was like, it was right when I first started coaching, and I'm pretty sure it was you two that I was on the call with. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
You guys got me out of that funk.
Good. Yeah, I've done it before and don't want to join again. I would ask them, did you sign up? Did you have a coach? Did you have an accountability group? What program did you pick? What kind of workouts were you enjoying before you joined? What kind of workouts are you doing now? Again, asking them questions and clarifying so you understand where they're coming from. Because maybe you can enlighten them to, okay, you didn't have a coach, you didn't have a group. So yeah, it didn't work for you before because you didn't have all the pieces that you needed to succeed, and show them how you can make their experience different this time. We're budgeting and not really sure. We can do it right now. And again, we've talked about the money. It's showing them, if this person says they're budgeting, I would say, how much can you afford each month for a gym membership or your health and fitness? Ask them if they, what's in your budget for your health and fitness? What are you doing for you? And then go from there. But you can break that one down, show them how they can, invite a couple friends to join them and literally get their challenge package covered. And if not, again, follow up with them, in X amount of time. And then the last one was, it's hard to find the time, not sure I'll utilize it like I want to. I have got this from people plenty of times. And again, it goes back to making the time. And so you can ask them, what's your schedule? What's your daily schedule like? What's your routine like? What are you taking time aside for you right now? And then as far as not utilizing it like they want to, I would tell them, like, if you're going to make an investment in yourself, oftentimes, you are more likely to, see it through. When you're going to invest and pay for something, you're going to want to get it out of it. And again, accountability, and the relationship with you as their coach. And you would say, I'm going to help you find the time in your schedule. I'm going to make sure that you get plugged into the accountability group, that that's where you need to come, check in every day. And this could be a person that you say, I'll check in with you weekly. Every Sunday, let's check in, and I'll make sure you're utilizing these programs and the products and doing it the way that it's meant to be so that you're going to reach your goals. So those are a little bit of how I would attack those questions, those objections, and that's all I have. So let me stop sharing my screen. And let's see how I can do that. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. Pause share, stop share. There we go. Okay. So I know that was like a lot of information. Did that help? Do you have more questions? Anybody? I wasn't watching the chat, so I can look back and see.
Super informative. Probably the person who gave every of those excuses.
I love that you admit that.
STFU and just did it anyways. And now I love it.
That's great. I love that. See, and so I would, as if you get objections, Kelsey, I would say, yep, I got it, girl. That's exactly how I was. I would start every conversation with that. Like, yep, I totally understand. Right. I had the same objection. And again, make it personal. So it depends on who you're talking to. And so personalize your conversations, ask questions because you want to show them that you care and you want what's best for them. That's truly what we're about. We are about building relationships. So it's just breaking down their preconceived notions, the barriers that they have, and showing them that this can work for everybody. And your job as a coach is to support how it can work in their life, their specific busy schedule, whatever they've got going on. And that's what you're there for. So anybody else have, let's see. I'm following some, your number one objection was I'm following so-and-so's program on YouTube. And so if, to that objection, I would say, I would kind of go the route of like our programs have been tested time and time again and show them what you've done using our programs. Remind them that not only do we have the fitness portion, but we have nutrition programs as well. And nutrition is like 90% of, you know, getting results. And so then, and above all is the accountability. You don't get that from so-and-so's YouTube program. So-and-so on YouTube doesn't care if you succeed. And so go back to sharing, like, you're missing out on the very best part, the community, the accountability, and I would ask them, I'd be frank, do you do so-and-so's YouTube program every day? Because I guarantee you, if they haven't invested in so-and-so's program, they probably don't show up to do it every day. So remind them, like, yeah, it's an investment in yourself, but if you invest in yourself, you're more likely to show up, you're more likely to do it, and remind them the support that you can provide. They don't get that from so-and-so.
Do you suggest that also for those that say like they have the Peloton and the mirror and all that stuff?
I have not talked to anybody that has a Peloton that like,
and they can afford it.
Yeah, the Peloton like blows my mind. I honestly, you guys, I just don't, I guess I could stop recording. Should I just stop recording now, Tara? And we could just chat? She's not listening to me.